Hola amigos conquistadores constitucionales, bienvenidos de nuevo a este moña run del Mass Effect Andrómeda. Estamos aquí por allá porque tenemos todas las misiones y alguna más por hacer. Vamos a ver qué encontramos. Querían un montón de cosas para las colonias, un técnico
You work
solar.
on the solar
Hola.
panels? Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Sí, primero te voy a vender todas las chatarras. Ah, no vale nada, claro, sí, quiero comprarlo. Gracias. Vamos a seguir esperando para conseguir más cosas. Visita la embajada de la Iniciativa de Andromeda en Haya. Aquí conseguir las semillas de Kino. Vamos a por las semillas de Kino. Oh, qué bonito. Oh, no puedo pasar.
Weird question.
Hola, tú
You
eres
don't
la
have any
bióloga que
kilo
enseña a vender
seeds,
cosas,
do
¿no?
you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Sí. Oh, qué fácil está haciendo. Gracias. Esto es la... Oh, mira cuántas misiones hay aquí. Está por allí, pero hay que ir por arriba, vale. Qué bonito.
Think we'll see more of them.
Humans? Hope not. Wouldn't mind more Asari, though.
What's the difference?
I like the colour blue.
¿Verdad? Diferencia entre un humano y una Sari. Bueno, pero son azules. Aquí no vive la gobernadora. Ah, estáis cotilleando por lo que veo.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure.
Embajadora.
I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I assume you're trained for first contact diplomacy.
Debe ser entonces una gran...
I'm a social anthropologist with a linguistics background. Close enough for Director Tan. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
If something's wrong, I need to know.
¿Qué es lo que está pasando?
Maybe you can help me fix it. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both
Haré
sides.
yo.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong
¿Para el
alliance is
futuro?
all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Aside from Storvis Len, is everything okay?
Hay más problemas
Need
aparte
anything
del...
else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need
Vale,
anything.
iré a mirar las misiones que me has dado.
No rest for the weary.
Oh, hola. No tienes nada que decir por lo que veo. Oh, y una maqueta. Bien. Vamos a seguir haciendo misiones secundarias en Aya. ¿Tendrá algo que contarse la embajadora? Bueno, la gobernadora. No. Ah, vale, sí, es nuevo. Reciente creación de una embajada alienígena y el permiso de los no angaras para entrar en la ciudad de Haya ha creado numerosos conflictos potenciales con nuestras leyes. Un motivo de preocupación concreto es la resolución de tales disputas. Estos alienígenas no son ciudadanos de Haya y por tanto no tienen derechos ni responsabilidades legales. Y más importante, no podemos imponerles medidas punitivas por violar nuestras leyes. Concederir inmunidad diplomática a todos esos individuos resulta práctico. Tarde o temprano este vacío legal se convertirá en un problema importante y preferiría definir nuestra postura en estos momentos. Por favor, examina el documento que adjunto. No llega a las 3000 páginas y no es a las 300 páginas y no es todo lo minucioso que desearía, pero creo que es un buen comienzo. Espero escuchar tu opinión mediadora ondal. Me encanta que para hacer política todavía más burocráticos que humanos.
Endo tells me you've participated in our little citizens forum near the market. Take care with that group's leader. She competed with me for this office. Defeat made her bitter. What can I do for you?
Why didn't you tell me about Kadara Port when I first arrived?
I assumed you already knew. We didn't realize there was a difference between your exiles and the Initiative.
Fair enough.
As for Venturev, Ephra hid his betrayal from everyone. He'll answer for that.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
Joder, estoy tonto, yo no creo que me iba a ir aquí, yo quería salir. Vale, me he saltado alguna misión por aquí. No, he salido para atrás, entonces bien. Chui.
Welcome.
Hola, ¿vendes cosas? Ah, voy a comprar esto. No. No.
trouble comes calling, will you be ready? Buy my armor.
Ya esto ya habíamos leído.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Hey, Alexei. I tracked down some samples of the Angaran antiseptic you were talking about.
The Angaran antiseptic? Oh, Sumar. That's the name, isn't it?
Something like that.
Can't wait to test its applications. Thank you very much, Petra.
Anything for the woman who keeps us healthy.
Missing something crucial?
I feel so
I'll
out of
probably have
place
it.
here. People keep staring at me. I can't tell if they're fascinated or afraid.
Let's make sure they have no reason to be afraid.
I'm on my best behavior.
Have a look.
Nada, nada, nada. Pues nada. Este es el mercado y no tienen nada. Ah, pero por aquí está una misión de alguien que tiene que mudarse.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates
Hola,
to live on the
Perú.
Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You'll have ways to send them text
Depende de
messages
ti,
and
tu
comm
tecnología.
transmissions.
I want contact with the people I love. You offer machines. Not good enough, Pathfinder.
Oh. Hay que hablar de emociones a los hangares, ¿verdad? Qué mierda, la he fallado. Anda, Liam está aquí también, Dra.
Here's your golden world.
Unfortunately, already occupied.
Well, yeah, but it's here. Shows it's possible. That's something. There's just so much to see.
These Angara are stronger than they look.
Yeah. They've been through a lot.
Hombre, no
I
se
look
le olvidó
around
decir.
and keep thinking about Tachanka. A galaxy away, and we're not so different.
Vale, podemos venir antes por aquí, que no se me olvide de que por aquí hay un chico también que comprarle algo. Vale, ese ya le hemos leído ese.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
Para Eladen. Bueno, Eladen después de la terraformación no está tan mal.
I can't work under these
mira, es el
conditions.
chico este.
What does it take to be left alone?
¿Qué está?
Ambassador Riala sent me to check on you. You
Relájate, por
reported that
favor.
someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted
algo más?
nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name?
Lo encontraré.
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it.
When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
Hola, tengo 2 piezas de museo para ti.
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Do you know much about where your ancestors traveled?
No, not at all. The Scourge wiped out nearly everything. We're only just beginning to travel again.
Could they have made it to another galaxy, like us?
It's possible. For all we know, there are entire Angaran worlds beyond our reach.
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Son above. It's an ancient Ravan, a musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing is beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
You're already rebuilding. Look at Aya.
We have a long way to go. In any case, relics like this help us. You've given me more to study than I ever expected. I've got a lot of work ahead. Thank you for your help, Pathfinder. I'll let you know if I discover anything.
¿Tengo más reliquias que entregar? No. Ah, no, ya está. Bien, terminado. Oh, mira, es la Tempest. Traducido el Celeste. En el día 45 del 826 de la Revolución, la nave conocida como Tempest aterrizó en Aya y nuestro pueblo estableció el primer contacto con una forma de vida de otra galaxia, el humano llamado Pionero Raider. Mira, son cosas humanas. Sistema de la Vía Láctea. La galaxia de la Vía Láctea se encuentra a millones de años luz a través del espacio oscuro y es el origen de los nuevos residentes llegados a Ilios. Aunque más pequeña y oscura que Andrómeda, la Vía Láctea no solo alberga las especies que hemos conocido, también incontables formas de vida inteligente. Decenas de especies únicas coexisten en ellas, desde los glaciares gráciles Hanna a los poderosos Elcor, convirtiéndose en un crisol de cultura y social.
Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
Hola.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
We'll take every precaution, but entering an alien environment is always a risk.
I appreciate your honesty, and so will my family. I'll convince them to let me go. Thank you.
Estas son cosas que... Me encanta que el museo tenga cada vez más piezas y cosas así.
If that should have come to me.
¿Aquí sale?
Axel, I'm all right.
Ah, no, irá para hablar con la museo.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
I asked the Moshai to set up a meeting. I don't want us to be enemies.
Me he metido en la misión sin darme cuenta.
Is this true?
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara, but one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket...
Even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Empezar dictado. Después de pasar años mirando los planos de esta cámara, casi todo sigue siendo un misterio. Y no será porque no lo hayamos intentado, aunque después de lo ocurrido quizá la mejor opción sea olvidarnos de ella. Hemos pasado mucho tiempo en ella esforzándonos por descubrir todo lo posible acerca de los relictos y de sus asombrosos creaciones. Veo nuestro futuro en estos planos relictos, llamadlo intuición o intuición científica si queréis. Pero lo he dejado aquí escrito para la posteridad, ya veremos qué acaba pasando. La pregunta no es cómo los Ket nos modifican genéticamente, sino por qué. Si la glorificación es su proceso de reproducción, los Ket son un modelo de ineficiencia. Si pueden transformar una forma de vida en algo tan radicalmente diferente, seguro que también serán capaces de crear clones. ¿No produciría esos resultados más satisfactorios, especialmente para una cultura tan xenófoba? El objetivo de incorporar material genético útil de otras especies a la base de material genético de Ket no justifica el nivel de esfuerzo que invierten. La glorificación es una actividad larga y laboriosa. Lo que contemplé en la instalación no parece en una producción en masa, era casi religioso. Hay tanto sobre nuestro enemigo que debemos comprender. Planos de cámara de Aya.
I found the device Ven was using to communicate with the Archon. I think we can use it to triangulate that Ket flagship's nav point.
All you have to do now is board it, steal the Meridian artifact, and escape in one piece.
You've been there. Tell me what to expect.
I saw very little.
Super sencillo.
Corridors, an interrogation room, my prison cell. The Archon's vessel is a place of pain and death for the Ket's enemies. No one has attempted anything like this before. For all our sakes, you must succeed. Now it's my turn. Evra informed me that the despot of Kadara Port, one of your people, executed Ven Terev.
Sloane isn't with my people, and she doesn't speak for us.
Her actions spoke loud enough. She had no right to kill Ven. What he did was inexcusable, not unforgivable. This isn't what I wanted. Regardless, it's done.
Any ideas on how we stop the Ket for good?
The real question is, how do we define victory over them? Complete eradication? Unlikely, costly, and morally dubious. Drive them away? How? What stops them from returning?
Peaceful coexistence doesn't seem to be an option.
There's much we still don't know. The Ket are not a simple problem. We can't reduce them to a simple solution.
My translator doesn't know what to do with your title, Moshai.
Because it isn't a title, it's a reference. People from mythological times before the Scourge. Legends say we once had many Moshai. Master inventors of unfailing wisdom, guided by boundless compassion.
That's a lot to live up to.
It's nonsense. Don't remember who first called me Moshai, but I do recall telling them to shut up. To my regret, the name stuck. I've minded less lately. Being the Moshai has its uses.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about me intrigues you?
What are you working on these days?
I thought being a Ket prisoner was the worst fate imaginable. Then I got home and saw my backlog. A Valek comes in every so often asking if I have a second. At this rate, I'll never catch up. To answer your question, I'm busy with everything and nothing. We'll see which wins.
You're an expert on several topics. Remnant, Ket, stuff I don't even know exists.
All true. Why? Do you want to be my student?
Is that an option? Because I didn't train for this job. At all.
Yet you do it well. There are two kinds of knowing. What we take in from the universe, and what's already inside us. You have the essentials figured out. The rest you can learn as you go.
Are you originally from Aya or someplace else?
I was born on a research vessel in deep space. My parents were explorers. They never stayed in one place long. My own work has taken me to every world, many times over. They all try to claim me as their own, but if I'm honest, my favorite chair is here.
You and my crewmate have a close relationship. Any advice? Hints?
He talks in his sleep. Worth it for the look on your face. Jarl is a dear and hopeless former student. He has a good spirit. You're lucky to have him, that's all.
When the Ket are gone, if we fix all these worlds, what do the Angara want?
Depends who you ask. We're individuals. Paran will continue spreading hope and optimism. I don't know what Ephra will do without an enemy to fight. Retirement won't suit him. As for me, maybe I'll just fade away. That's what people do when they're no longer needed, right?
Thank you, Moshae.
Ishare.
Oh. ¿Qué diálogo más vienes? ¿Qué conversaciones más chulas? Oh, hay un segundo piso. Ah, no, es que estábamos en el no, porque ha saltado el vídeo.
I love seeing our milky peeps mingling with the Angara.
Hola, Pibi.
It's early in our interspecies relationship, but I hope we can build on the momentum.
We have an amazing opportunity and a great responsibility.
Ooh, sí. That's your inspiring voice. You really can't turn off diplomat mode once it's on, can you? Just riding you, Ryder. Keep up the good work.
¿Esto lo hemos visto? Vamos a seguir haciendo misiones entonces. Sí, porque aquí consiguió que Angara examina el centro médico de Angara y es que hay miembro de la resistencia. Vale. Y además hay una persona más que convencer, pero no la veo. ¿Estará por aquí? Sí. Pues si salimos por aquí solo tenemos que subir. Me parece una buena idea.
What did you call them?
Hanem, aquatic species. They adapted to live among us by inventing contragravitic technology.
Extraordinary. Do you have images of them?
Happy to share them with you. I also have files on Volus, Elcor, Dren.
How many different species did your initiative bring you?
As many as we could. Several of them haven't arrived.
Stars and skies. I never imagined so many cultures living together in harmony.
Harmony might not be the more like enlightened spirit of cooperation.
I appreciate your honesty.
¿Cómo toca? Sí. No me he perdido. Es una... Me gusta la conversación de cómo se estaban tratando. ¿Es por aquí? Sí, es por aquí. Ah, esto es el de esto de la resistencia. Oh, me he dejado 2 personas. Porque aquí hay un sótano. Vamos al sótano.
Things are quiet for the moment.
Oh, ¿puedo hablar contigo? ¿Qué cuentas?
Yes. Pathfinder, next time you're on Kadara Port, I need a favor.
¿Qué cuenta Ephra?
The contact who helped us find Venturev hasn't checked in. He's overdue.
Don't know when I'll be there next, but I can look him up.
If he doesn't have a good excuse, he's fired. What do you need?
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Nada, porque no tienes nada más que contar por lo que veo. Vale, este ya lo hemos leído. Vale, entonces hay que ir por el otro lado.
It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
All it took was handling some remnant.
It'll take more to keep this partnership going. Ambassador Riala will handle the embassy. Lets us focus on everything else.
Oh. ¿Estamos yendo por donde toca? No, pero bueno.
I detect the infrared dye Silvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
I know why you're here. The botanist.
Hablaremos a ver qué dice.
You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you.
No pasa
And
nada,
I'm
ya
sorry
arregla
for your
eso.
loss. Between us,
No pasa nada.
that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
¿Tú vendías algo que yo quiera? No. Cortaré el vídeo cuando termine de hacer estas dos misiones secundarias. Será un vídeo de 35 o 36 minutos, pero bueno. Por tener todo esto a la vez.
Entrance until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
¿Están los dos aquí? Sí. Consola de descontaminación.
My people on Kadara are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
Sí. Por aquí no puedo venir. No, flores.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about.
Eso es Lieta.
If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jal takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jal is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged
¿Cómo funcionan
iron
las
gel.
camas de iones?
The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar. Kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
You're not supposed to be here.
Y Lieta está aquí.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
I'm guessing that's because of what happened on Eladin.
You know what happened?
¿Por lo de Eladin?
Not everything, but I have an idea.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
No, some...
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladin. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked. 3 hours on the dunes with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter. Resistance material. I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
You can't lose faith. Some of those outsiders care about you.
Like who?
Rorik, for one. He sent me to find you, didn't he?
You went to a lot of trouble for someone you didn't know. Why?
Lots of us are trying to bring some good to Helios. Like Rorik. Like me.
Rorik. I should have known he'd be worried about me. Can I see that bracelet again? He actually made it.
He said you can use it to visit him again.
It'll take me some time, but I think I can do that. I know Rorik. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It would be better if he didn't know the truth. It's your choice, but think about it.
Oh. No se lo contaré, si lo quieres decir, díselo tú. Bueno, 38 minutos. Momento de cortar. Hasta la próxima. Chao, chao.